Excuse me, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Coley Heart. I'm your girl, Coley Heart. And today, guys, this is a Five Nights at Freddy game. Well, Five Nights at Freddy's. It's security breach after hours. So, why is it not working? Hello? So, this is fun. Why is it not working? Why is anything not working? Okay. What the hell? What the hell? What the fuck? What the fuck? So it just kicked me out. This is... Okay, this is not what I meant to, like, have. Oh! There we go. Options. Can I not have a full screen? Oh, I just probably made that full screen. Okay, window. I got. Oh. No. I think I fucked up. Okay, I fucked with it a little bit and I fixed it. Okay, so this is after hours. This is looks pretty cool. What's your name? I know what my name is. Chloe. Chloe. Is this correct? Yes. Don't know why. Oh. The hell? Chloe?
Hey, wake up. No sleeping on the job.
A jolt? Okay, hold on. I think this is while I block my arm out. Vanessa finally turns her flashlight off and coughs in annoyance. How long was I asleep at the table? Lowering my arm, I have a small toolbox in front of me, and my phone is resting where I had my hand now. Its shape is probably imprinted into my face right now.
Good lord, when was the last time you slept?
Oh. I don't know. That was kind of loud. I don't know. I don't know. Vanessa sighs.
Whatever. No one's here but us anyway. I'll keep quiet if you just do your job, alright?
I got big titties. Yeah, sure.
Alright, get to it.
Vanessa walks up as I stand up and stretch and feeling my joints pop when I raise my arms above my head. Deciding not to waste any more time, I pick up my toolbox and phone, and before heading out through the massive doors into the daycare. The daycare's bright lights and rainbow colors are practically blinding. Capture the rest of the pizzaplex. Or maybe I just haven't fully woken up yet. It's time to get this over with. I open up the panel behind the desk and change the mess of wires and the wall. I wish I could. I can't rush. For this, I have to deal with a generator at one at a time. Whatever. If it means I gotta go to sleep sooner, I'll do it. Click each end of the cable to have it fed. Oh. What the? Okay. One. Yeah. One. Two. Okay, where does this go? Two. What the fuck do I do? Okay. Two. Two to two. What the fuck do I do? I need help. Someone help. Okay, so I might have broke it. So what the fuck do I do? Oh! Okay, I'm just being retarded. Standing back up, I stretch again, my palms on my back as I let out a tired sigh. That is until I hear a faint sound of what I think are gears and other mechanical bits turning and followed by something heading to the ball pit. I'm pretty sure it's just the care attendant. After all, they should be the only other thing here. And a small stage leading to the room directly above it. Not that I know about them. The staff said they hasn't said much. Since still new here, I haven't met them yet. Nor have I met the other animatronics, like the grandpas or the DJ. Most animatronics have I gotten frequent with. With has been the staff bots all over the fucking villain. I hate those. I start walking to the ball pit, scanning for any movement as I stand on the edge. As until
Hey there, friend! Oh, I don't remember seeing you around. Are you new here?
you sound like that one dude from Hazbin Hotel. This dude. That's who I'm talking about. Something or someone jumps in front of me and I'm suddenly lifted off the ground. Before I can answer, I notice his eyes were a blank filler, scanning me. I stun in silence. I staring at the robot in front of me as he steps out of the ball pit, holding me beneath my arms, and as I waited, nothing. Um, yeah. Uh, yeah.
Oh, that's so fun! It's not every day I see a new member of staff here. It's pretty empty when all the kids go home, you know.
Help. I definitely have to get used to this energetic this guy seems. He finally sets me down, making sure I'm able to stand on both of my feet before letting go. Thanks. And yeah, I'm new here. I'm just finishing up my first league,
Oh,
actually.
and how's that been? Good, I hope.
Eh, yeah, it's gone smoothly so far. When I thought Jake Weber for a second. As I start walking back to the desk, but the tall robot decides to
By
follow
the
me.
way, could you tell me your name? My name's Sun, but people come up with all sorts of nicknames like Sunny, Sunray, Sundew. Some of the kids even call me Sundrop, like the candy.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I thought your name was Sundrop until now.
Oh, that's fine. A lot of people do that. And the name kind of stuck over time, which is fine by me.
Cool. My preferred name is Chloe, by the way.
Well, it's great to meet you.
I can't, I can't help but smile a little bit. But due to goals, so I make my way to one of the computers on my desk and faintly sees his face, reflective on the screen as he watches what I'm doing.
What should you need the light off for?
I have to, I have to do a test all the generators in here to make sure they're working. Whoever messed with them last time left them a mess, so I have to do it one at a time.
Uh-huh.
Considering how wordy he's been so far, such short answers he's telling me something's up. But then again, I just met the guy. I could be oversimulating. Wanna say something wrong? Something wrong?
No, just noticed how tired you look. That's all. I'll be right back. Gonna get something for you.
Wait, what? Why?
Just something to help carry you through the night. Judging by how many wires and generators you have to deal with, I have a feeling you might be here for a while.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Smiles. Sun smiles before walking off somewhere. He put a command to turn off the power in the daycare. Music's the ones playing from speakers from the ceiling, also hold in silence, blinking with a massive daycare as the computer screens become my only light source. Removing my flashlight from my belt, I turn it on, making my way towards the play structures, since where the dinners are located for some reason. It's eerily quiet as I was trying to secure my first generator, which is lack of evidence comes from my echo. A glowing red light, one of the generators, enters my sight as I continue on. Somewhere above me, I heard turning gears. I shine my flashlight toward the ceiling. I slowly see nothing there. On. I flinch at the noise, frantically shining my light to see what's there. It didn't sound like sun. I dropped my flashlight and sitting on the ground before stumbling back from being startled. In front of me, it's a robot it's like I seen in the Moondrop posters, giggling hilariously. He seems proud of himself. I said, pick up my flashlight, get up and continue what I was doing. Well, if I wasn't awake before, I'm definitely am now. He finally stops laughing. After what I said that, he makes the noise sound like he's clearing his throat before it starts following me.
Sorry for the scare. I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, you're tall. Sure. I take the first path into the play structure. I see you, hoping to find a first generator sooner than
You're
later.
going the wrong way.
Am I? I turn around. Boy! Throw up in my shoes and we're gonna have problems. Sorry, my dog. I turn around. He has his arm crossed and leaning against the structure.
Yeah, I could lead you to the generator if that would make you feel better.
His face is scary. I think about it for a second. If this guy's honestly like Son, hopefully he's actually fine. I crawl back out the structure, and he starts leading me to a different path. He clearly knows his way around, since we found the generator rather easily. There you go. He sits beside me as I go to turn it on, his glowing red eyes watching me do my job. Maybe it's just me, but you don't. Well, maybe it's just me, but don't you think those red eyes are kind of intimidating for a daycare attendant?
Yes, I've been told that before. It was a bug that made them look like this. But that's been resolved. The red eyes stuck, but they're not hurting anyone.
Buddy. They're freaky! Fair enough. The red does kind of look cool with the white and blue.
Why, thank you.
You're not welcome. I roll my eyes, faint smile on my face. Now that I think about it, I never told you my name, did I?
I already know.
It's Chloe. Oh, did Son tell you?
In a way, we're technically the same.
What does that mean?
We are the same body. I mean, Sonny can still see and hear everything that's going on as we speak.
Ah, so he's on this prank too?
Nope. He's still lecturing me for it.
Ooh. Serves you right.
I was just messing with you. But if you want, I won't do it again. For now.
We're not, bitch. Don't. Moon laughs a bit, turning back against the wall of the structure.
I do think you should continue with that job of yours, though.
Right, on it. Focusing back on the generator, I flip the switch as it could watch a red light turns on the device turn the screen. Well, it looks like it works. I'll flip it again before making my way out of the structure. I hear Moon following close behind. Standing up straight, I attach my flashlight to my belt before stretching my arms above my head. I sigh as my arms dropping back to my sides. I turn on the lights from the desk. I hear the lights turn back on, and the music of the daycare starts playing. As I turn around, I flinch at the sight of Sun already there, smiling back at me.
Hello again!
Oh, dang. Hey, so you two just switch on out whenever you need to?
Nope, it depends on whether the lights are on or not. I'm in charge when the lights are on, and Moody's in charge when they're off.
Moody.
I still don't like that he decided to scare you, though.
Weirdly enough, the sight of him irritated and his arm crossed are really entertaining. Hey, don't worry about it. I'm over it. Sun pouts, turning his head away from me. I smile. I don't what to say. Why do they keep the generators in here anyway? Don't you think it would be kinda dangerous to keep the generators in the place where kids will be playing in?
Well, that's just a temporary thing. They've kind of been out of commission, so thankfully they couldn't hurt anyone anyway.
And when exactly are those things getting moved? Sun looks like he's about to respond, but goes silent for a minute. I can literally hear the gears turning in his head. He shrugs. Well, that's not that. Well, isn't that reassuring? I turn back to the guests to keep track of my progress on the church checklist to keep check. How the generator working. I start looking for a pen when Son sticks his hand out in front of me, holding one of those cute dinosaurs on the
Here
cap.
you go.
I smile at the gesture, taking the pen so I can mark my progress. Thanks. Alright, here we go again. I go back to the cable, sign out the tangled mess I still have to deal with. Oh, this shit again? Okay. At this point, I'm clicking all the ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. I stand up to take a look at my work, and it's time to do it again. I guess. Are you cool back? Oh my god, my dog. As I go turn off the light, I hear music blasting somewhere. From somewhere else, which is weird since usually the radio's off when the pizza place is closed for the night. Any idea what that music
That's
is?
the DJ. Oh, he makes his own music, so it's not out of the ordinary to hear it during the night when everyone's gone home. I'd love to be friends with him, but I'm too busy to leave this place most of the time.
Oh. Oh?
Yep.
When was the last time you left this place?
Okay, well, technically I've never left.
Bro! You good, Oreo? Keep that shit in your mouth.
But every hour when the power gets rerouted, Mooney goes on patrol around the Pizzaplex to make sure we don't get any intruders. He says
Okay.
the DJ makes for good company.
Around my eyes, feeling like sleep catching up to me again. The stress of a new job is really taking a toll on my sleep schedule, I think. Why do they need Moon on patrol of the place? Dude! Are you good? I want to make sure my dog is good. You okay? I'm taking that as a yes. Isn't that what the staff spots are here for?
The staff bots help alert Moon to anything or anyone that shouldn't be there.
I let out a yawn as I go back to the computer. That's cool. Oh, fuck. I hear what was it cool? I hear the gears swirling behind me as Moon hums lightly.
Still tired?
Yes. Oh boy, what gave that away?
You look like you're going to pass out.
I wish I could. I hear Moon step away for a minute. Yawning again, I take my flashlight off my belt, started to press the play structures, stopping once. I'm a few feet away from the desk. I wait for Moon to come back. I have a feeling I'd get lost if he didn't hunt me with finding the gears. Hearing the sound of gears swirling around above me, I point my flashlight towards the ceiling. He's easier to find this time because he's probably not trying to start on me again. He lowers himself on the floor, his long cable hooked onto his back from the ceiling. So that how he flies around the place. Here, there you go.
Here, take this.
He holds out an already open soda can for me to take. Flavored. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Busy fast. To be specific. Flex.
No problem. Sonny meant to get it for you earlier, but I had something different in mind.
He has a smug grin on his face. Yeah, you decided to scare me half to death. What are you doing? Hi, baby. Why are you looking your head in bed? Are you happy bed right? No, okay. Yeah, I don't think about. Okay. Anyways, I roll my eyes as I'll take a long sip of a carbonated heart attack.
Come on, live a little.
Checking the watch on my other hand, I see Ari nearing 1 in the morning. Ugh. An hour I spent awake. It surprisingly got a little done. Surprisingly. Great. Want to help with the other generators or what? Moon's expression didn't change. He just stares at me for a moment before speaking.
You look exhausted.
No shit. I am exhausted.
Shouldn't you take a break?
I'd taken another sip of soda, raising an eyebrow. And what?
Well, I only have a lot of trouble to take care of. You could always tag along.
I have to keep working. I can't. I have to keep working. Besides, I don't want Vanessa on my case about it.
Pizza is massive. What are the chances she'll just run into us?
Very, actually, so many little chances. I see a whole bunch of people in big places again. It's so annoying too. I don't know. But I sure don't want to risk it.
You're risking just as much by working while you're tired.
Well, it's not like I can sleep on a job. Can I? I already got Reap and Meredith for that once. I turn away from Moon, lighting up the play structures in front of me with my flashlight as I start wandering over to a random one. You can take you can't go take care of the patrol stuff. I probably find the other generators on my own. I didn't make it further than to a few steps before I feel two more body parts wrap around my torso and I lift it off the ground. Whoa, man! The in shock. Ew. I lost my lid. In shock. In shock. I dropped my flashlight and clung into Moon's arms. For dear life, he's nonchalantly makes his way up to out the daycare with me. Moon, what the freak?
What?
I can't be out of the daycare while I still have stuff to
If
do
Vanessa
here.
does see us, I'll take the blame. What is she gonna do? Scold me?
Yes. Moon laughs, a bit in his own comment. I'm being serious.
Me too.
Oh my god. Moon clearly knows this place. Damn. Moon clearly knows this place, like the back of his hand. Well, because only if he takes a few minutes for us to get catch and alarming with a giant hookah of the animatronic still active, desperate to just repeatedly be closed for the night. We pass over a few security blocks who paid us no mind. Occasionally one looks up at us and then continues on with the same blank expression like every other thought. Eventually I got used to being so high off the ground. Moon says nothing as he scans the area for intruders, thankfully seeing nothing out of the ordinary. Moon lands on the railing of the third floor of her room. I don't know what this is. Likely, it's a change of direction, head somewhere else. That is, until an alarm starts blurring at one of his speakers, and he immediately turns to look to a different direction. Hopping off the railing, Moon sets me down before hovering off the ground again.
Stay here. One of the staff bots alerted me to an intruder.
Before I can even get another word in, Moon leaves, pushing off the railing, gives himself a boost of spinning flies off. Suddenly, I look up at see the staff bot looking at me, seemingly confused. I'm guessing by the way he stops and tilts his head when it sees me. It's hard to tell if these guys are thinking that they can email. You tell me if Vanessa's nearby, right? The bot stares. I stare back. I nod. And understanding before going to sit on the booth of L chips. Staring at the menu on the other side of the small restaurant, I remember something important. I haven't eaten anything since this morning. Maybe that's why I feel so out of it. If only I held the pictures with all the food on the wall. I tried the next best thing to search behind the counter for basically anything edible I could find. And The best thing I could find? An unopened bag of nachos. Good enough. I head back to the booth, open a bag of chips before making it my ship. Peering it back at our return, the bot isn't anything else. From there, from where I was sitting, it looks like this number of stock losses are seem to be spelled in the original. Maybe they gone wherever Moon is? Not that I know where he went anyway. I don't think much of it, simply continuing to feel up on chips while listening to Guardian Ambulance, a Medi Bright by the auditorium. I can feel my ears raining at the silence. At the that and the sound of eating chips alone becomes very definitely bad. Maybe somehow I get used to the gay care non-stop music loop already. Feels strangely tempting to hear about it. The ambulance is almost unbearable. Standing up, I go for away the now empty chip bag, one hand on my head as my vision goes blurry for a moment, as if I stood up too fast. Walking back to the railing, I lean against, looking down, squeezing my eyes shut as I try to swallow a nauseous feeling. When I open them again, my vision's full, still fading in and out. Is it just me, or does my vision weirdly spread? Stumbling back, I looked around for a staff bot for help, transported by whatever has happened to me. Instead of staff bot, what I Danny! What I urgently see approaching from a light of gray or homesick silhouette and two bright red eyes looking at me. Intruder. I started to make a run for the stairs, hoping for a soft spot somewhere nearby. My vision still hasn't fixed itself. In fact, it's gotten worse. I missed out and trouble down the first flight of stairs. I forced myself back up, using the railing as support. Grab something grabs my shirt. Fight back! I'm fight back. I let go and started trying to swing whoever grabbed me, missing two points of coordination. I bumped into another railing before they dragged me back up the stairs, and by one of my arms, my attacker had an iron on my grip. I looked up. I see someone clad in a gray bunny costume, bright red eyes, staring down at me, and urgently unmoving black head. Let go, you bastard! It sounds like my voice are completely drowned out by the strange sounds in my ears. If my and the face of the person is fading in and out of my sight is going worse about a second. I feel like my head is splitting open from a noise I can reinduce the ragdoll. And it gets harder and harder as they try to as I drag back to L chips. I hopelessly try to grab the towel full with no avail. The raining of overpowered by the sound of my own heart pounding in my head at this point. We're nearing the kitchen at the back of the small restaurant, blocked off by a metal door. I'm running out of time. Try kicking my attacker, but they seem unfazed, using just one arm to drag me back. Their other hands. Whoa! We use a large kitchen knife. They're gonna kill me. They're going to drag me into the kitchen and kill me. Where's Vanessa? How does she know what's happening? Was she able to find us? I would be dead and buried before someone even know I was gone. I'm barely able to cling onto the counter of the center of the counter, trying to buy whoever I can. Oh, Moon. I tried calling for someone. Anyone, help me. I'm unsure if I can even hear as my grip on the counter starts to slip. Call for a staff bot. My attacker used both hands on the back of my shirt, pulling me hard. One of my hands slipped from the counter. I can't hang it much longer. I'm going to die. Moon! Moon! Moon, help me, please! My hand slipped from the counter as I dragged back. I'd practically crawling on the floor, but the costume stranger noticed me back before pushing the door of the kitchen open the door of the kitchen. They follow me in. And there's no lights in there, so I'm almost completely drowned by darkness as I hand on a cold floor to save me a small beam of light coming from on the door. Looking behind me, oh damn, I can't see that shit. Looking behind me, I can see a bit light start slipping away from the attacker's silhouette. It starts to emerge into the darkness. The red eyes only the scene I see, and probably the last thing I see. The beam of light from the door, beyond the door, floods back into the room, and the gray rabbit is nowhere to be seen. My vision's full finally starts to clear up, and I look towards the planet nearby. A different pair of red eyes looked at me with a huge amount of dejection. I scurry backwards, panic, until two familiar robots arms grab me and pushing me back out of the kitchen with hard to alarm. I can finally see clearly, and the ringing noise is completely replaced by my racing heartbeat. I stare out into nothing, even as if I'm carried in the air. Flying back to the auditorium to the daycare, Moon's grip on me is so strong that he is on the verge of crushing my spine. He finally starts to slow down and we pass over to the daycare wall. Once scary silence. He excuse me. Excuse me again. Holy shit. Oh my god, fuck me. Excuse me, guys. Anyways, he moves the landing on the floor. The cable on his back unhooking from the retreating back of the ceiling as I place on the ground. He doesn't let go though. I always feel like his arms are shaking. Maybe it's just me. I can't see his face. His slouched in a way where my head is almost resting on his shoulder. He's staring at the floor. His arms finally loosened as he just let out a brief sigh before letting go of me. I can't I myself can't find the words for what just happened. Whatever, I open my mouth to speak, and my mind feels typically. Instead, I drop to the floor. My fight or light, my fight or flight still kicked in. My hands are shaking uncontrollably. Moon's expression darkened slightly. What does he want to say something? His faceplate turns slightly as he walks over to the floor a few doors away. He silently picks it up and returns to me my flashlight. I'm pretty sure I can hear his fan grinding up as he looks like he's in deep in thought. He sits on the floor in front of me, resting his faceplate on his palm of his
Is he
hand.
hurt you at all?
I fidget with the flashlight a bit. Battery dead. No, thank God.
Good. I'm sorry for not being there sooner.
Crap. It's fine.
You could have died.
Well, I didn't. You still show up quickly, though, enough. That didn't happen, so
Barely.
why do you care so much anyway? I basically just got here, and, well, you barely even know me.
This is my job. I don't just look after the kids. Everyone that steps into the building is my responsibility. And that includes you.
Moon suddenly picks up and walks over to the massive doors by the desk. Where are you going?
Locking this place up.
Oh.
Whoever attacked you is still in the building.
It could be in
I
here!
can't leave you alone here to go deal with it. And bringing you with me is too risky.
As I watch moves visually object in front of the floor, from the desk doors, a smaller play structures, basically anything heavy enough to barricade the door. Can't you just lock it?
Already did. But I'm not taking any chances.
Okay. Eventually, I'm able to stand up again and go over to charging the deck by the desk to recharge my flashlight. Chloe.
I'm guessing you'd rather get out of here sooner than later, right?
Mind rushing myself really? Yeah, kind of. Some lady in a rabbit onesie almost murdered me, so.
Alright. Well, if you want to keep going with the generators, just say the word.
Right? I remove my flashlight from the charging deck, and sure enough, it works. I turn on and point at the back of the structures. Shall we? Moon nods. We waste no time finding the next generator. Thankfully, it works just fine now. With that, with that over with, we go back to the desk. Turn on the light by going. Speaking of which, I wonder how Sun's taking all this. Moon did say they both can see and hear everything was happening. So if they're not the same flying robot body, I catch a glimpse at the time. As I turn back in the lights on 2 a.m. The daycare slowly lights up as its usual music comes back on. Even with the cheerful music, the mood remains heavy as ever. However, I'm giving no time to think as I spun around and very worried Sun frantically checking me for
Oh my
generator.
gosh, are you sure you're okay? You poor thing. You must have been so scared. Oh, I'm sorry we weren't there sooner. If only we knew, we would have.
No, Sun, don't worry about it. I'm okay. Sun looks guilty as continuing he checks his by my arms and torso, see if I'm hurt, or at least he isn't pulling me around like that
I
ragdoll.
have to worry. Keeping everyone safe here is my job. If I can't protect one person, then.
Sun is very visibly distraught. His grades of practicing dropping. Seems that it can't help much though. Calm him down with a hug. Uh oh, hold on. It's it's a bit of reach considering how tall he is compared to me, even when I'm kneeling. But I managed to wrap my arms around Sun's torso, hoping that he'll calm down. Sun doesn't say anything. Just managed to hug me back into his turtle fans. Oh fuck! Excuse me. He has one arm around my torso and one hand softly holding my head. A gentle hug. Feels safe. We say nothing for a few minutes as I try to calm him down. But honestly, this hug is a large comfort for me too. No wonder why they trusted the kid. Even as an adult, I feel an odd sense of security around them. Considering what just happened, feels nice.
Huh?
Question? What was Moon so worried to anyway?
Oh, a little boy snuck in to see Freddy again.
Gregory! He seems irritated when he says that. Again.
Yeah, this isn't the first time the little rule breaker snuck in here.
Something tells me that security isn't as strict as you would think. Though, if the kid managed to snuck in there more than once. But if he wants to see Freddy, then I really don't see a problem with it. It's not like the kid's hurting anyone. I doubt Freddy's gonna let him get into trouble. He seems almost playfully bitter. What does this kid even do? Maybe I ask later, but I have to keep working with the generators. I wasn't very far. I thought this was there. Far. I didn't get very far though. Before I suddenly get picked up by Sun. What the? Hey, where are we going? Sun managed to carry me with one arm, using the other one to move various objects in front of the massive door.
Making sure no one's getting in here.
Buddy? I think Moon already blocked the door pretty good, so I don't think you need to do that. Hold up. I'm looking for Cat. Or your head is still making it better. Yeah. I'm making sure nothing got in there. Okay. Can't you just put me down though?
No. After all that, there's no way I can leave you on your own now.
That's what Moon says, boy.
What if that person finds you here and we're not around?
It was like personal problem? Son, we're in the same room. If that person somehow got in, I'm pretty sure you'll notice. Son, looking up at Sun's face, I notice a long cable running from the ceiling and hooked onto Sun's back.
You heard Moon. We're not taking any chances.
We're suddenly jerked forward, and I'm shifting along with Sun, alert faster, a lot faster. Freckles and Moon. Hey, at least let me call Vanessa first. I don't think she even knows about this freak since the staff bots didn't react at all.
Oh, gosh, you're right. Okay, but we're making it quick.
Sure then. Sun suddenly changes directions in between the air as we started looking back towards the desk. However, I think Sun's tried dropping his his height way too early because we're basically starting to free falling towards the ball pit. Oh shit! I'm just I'm just as I am, just barely able to grab onto Sun before gravity takes me. We both tangled to the cable though. Once again, he veers stunned into silence. Just as I thought these things were calming down, I start feeling my heart going a mile a minute from from adrenaline. Its sun's internal fans are full blast. I keep clinging onto Sun for dear life as we slowly lowered into the bar pit. Clenching my chest with one hand over my racing heart, I'm able to get myself out of the tangled mess pretty easily. Sun is clearly having a harder time though. Just trashing. Really? You okay, Oreo? Oh, baby. Hold up, my dog just threw up, so now I have to like that. That was an unflattering throw up I never want to see again. My glasses. Yeah. I think, Son, chill out. Let me help you out.
No, thanks. I'm fine. I can get out myself.
I sigh, standing up in silence for about a minute until Sun fails to try to get himself out. Sun. Sun finally stops, his faceplate dropping in defeat. Do you want my help now?
Fine.
Alright then, hold still for a second. Getting him out of the cable isn't hard. Once I'm done, I unhook the cable from his back and let him retreat back to the ceiling. I gave Sun a minute before I decided to go speak again. Do you want to get out of the ball pit now?
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's upset or embarrassed. But what just has happened? as soon as what happened as we exit the ball pit and make it back to the
That's
decks.
kind of why I don't use the cable, funnily enough. I usually just leave it to Moon.
Oh really? Oh really? Kinda get it now. Not to diss you or anything, but Moon's
Yep, he has a lot more time to practice because of patrols. Plus, being active whenever the kids are sleeping.
so he's isn't free falling and ending up in taking gold cable.
Well, no, but I could do it just as well.
Hmm. Wanna try again? Then I can keep a timer for
No,
you.
wait. What do you need a timer for?
To keep track how long you go without getting tangled.
No, I'm not doing that again.
I can't help but laugh at Sun's embarrassment. Well, oh wow, the poor guy is just crosses his arms and pouts. Okay. Don't you don't have to do that. It's just like I'm messing with you. I feel like I'm messing with you. That's all. I playfully roll my eyes and go back to my phone. Glancing back at Sun, I pull up Vanessa's contact on my phone and hold it out for Sun to take. You want to call Vanessa for me? I can work the next generator in the meantime.
Yes, please.
Sun wastes no time grabbing the phone and calling Vanessa, and I leave him to go do it as I sort the next cables. Ah, fuck this. Okay. Your news professionally. Okay, so this is 1. This is 2. 3. Standing up straight, I stretch my arms out over my head as I glance back at Sun on the phone. He holds the device out in front of him, probably on speaker mode. He seems concerned. Not that I really paid attention. No, that's I really paid attention. So what he does is puts his
There's no need for that. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you look at the cameras. Maybe not right now, but whenever you have the time.
He was waving his other hand in front of him nervously as he raised this struck a little bit. What did Vanessa say to him? Sun glances over me before Vanessa starts talking again as he sets his attention back on his phone.
If something really did happen, the staff bots would have let me know.
But what if they don't?
That shouldn't be possible. I'd believe it if it was just one bot, but there's no way that many of them would just stop working out of nowhere.
Well, what if they didn't think the person was dangerous?
Son, that's not possible. They're supposed to go off if they see someone that shouldn't be here.
The fuck?
Look, I don't want to completely rule out what you're saying, but what you're telling me just doesn't add up. I'll ask them about it later. I have to go check on the kid again.
Before Simon can respond, Vanessa's hanging up. His arms drop in defeat as I make my way over to him and he hands back the phone. She didn't believe you?
I don't think so.
But you told her that I got attacked. That should have been enough proof for her.
Yeah, but she's saying there's no way someone could have got in without getting spotted by staff bots.
You don't know that. The Sabbats were completely unresponsive, though. Not that Vanessa would have believed that.
But she thought maybe I was hallucinating a rabbit we used to have here. When I told her the person was dressed like a rabbit.
What?
Yep, I tried telling her that it was real since you were there and...
There used to be a rabbit here?
Yeah. I don't know much about him other than his name was Bonnie, and he was one of the Glamrocks.
Grandma Bonnie! Huh.
Yeah, the others don't really like to talk about it, so...
I guessing that's something we can ask? Wait, what? I guess that's something else we can ask Vanessa about later.
Maybe.
Remembering what I'm supposed to be doing, I put back my phone in my pocket and go to the computer to shut off the lights for the 3rd time. Halfway there, glancing at the digital clock on the counter, will you quit trying to make yourself grow up? Thank you. Glancing at the digital clock in the counter at this corner of the screen, I keep a mental note at the time. 3 a.m. I sigh, not wasting any more time, turn out the lights. Watching the room dims around me, and my only source of light are the screens of the little charging station on the wall. Yawning, I step back from the computer. I know I have to hurry up to get this done, but now my adrenaline is wearing off. I don't know if I can. I sigh, glance back at Moon, who's giving me a knowing look.
Feeling tired again.
Yeah. Probably a mix of adrenaline and sugar starting to wear off, I think. Maybe I was hallucinating the rabbit after all. I smile slightly at my joke. Moon. You have to be joking, Oreo! Oh my god. Okay, we're back. I hope no more throwing up. Okay. Moon, however, seems less amused, giving me a deadpan look. I clear my throat, reading the room. I take my flashlight back out. Making my way a few steps past the desk. Will you quit? Yeah, I was about to scream at you. Okay, Oreo's out of my room. No more throwing up, Oreo. Okay. However, I looked back at Moon. Notice the cable lowering behind him. He points a finger at me as he starts hovering off the ground.
I'll be right back.
With that, he leaves, the cable following him to maneuver over the barriers of the daycare and disappeared. Shrugging and lowering my flashlight, I stay put. Not like I was going anywhere anyways. Eventually, I started to sit on the floor, my legs crossed, and my chin resting on my palm. Since I have nothing. Blaw's calling me. What? Yeah.
Who's still walking out of your room?
Hi. Okay, so you might hear people, but for a place full of kids during the day is weirdly organized. Probably because of sun. Did he just say he never felt this place? I can imagine it looking a big season. Either why. Well, I'm gonna end the video here because like I have so many other things to do. I'll see you guys later. Bye guys. By the way, I'm joking guys. I just have to like end the video because what the hell? Yeah, so I'll be right back. I'm back. Or no. I can't help but kind of feel bad though. Suns and moons entire lives in this daycare. I know they have each other, but I can't imagine spending any time in such a small area. Ah, my throat. My train of thought that was caught off by a pair of red eyes appears in front of me. A barrier. I sigh, pushing myself back up. There you are, Moon. Are we gonna? A loud ring hits my ears. I jump, dropping my flashlight. What? Covering one of my ears with my hand, trying to pick it back up. And a familiar red gaze relays my vision. Vivid snow on the back of my hands. I point at it, directions of my eyes. However, they disappear as quickly as they came, and the noise in my ears fades into nothing. It's the Hippo ambulance in daycare. My arms drop to my sides, and familiar sounds of gears and robotics. When I look up at Moon, is already encountering daycare. I'm not even sure if I want to solve what I saw was real, or playing in my mind tricks on due to stress. Either way, I tried keeping up with my breaths, calming myself to calm down. My rapidly breathing hurt as Moon approaches me, the cable unhooking from his back and retreating back.
I wanted to do a quick check around the daycare, just to keep an eye on things.
Are you an idiot?
Also, I brought you this.
Coffee? No! He gives me an open can of Fizzy Fast, and although technically I take it, so nothing out of the ordinary.
So far, no.
That's good. He stares at me for a moment as I take a big sip of the soda. Somehow it tastes sweeter than normal. This couldn't happen no other way.
Your heart's racing.
I have to tell him the truth. Well, Moon's expressions softens as he waits for me to answer. I was over here waiting for you to come back. Then over there. I point where I saw them, past the barrier. I saw those red eyes. I thought it was you at first. Then when I heard the loud noise, Moon's eyes widened. It was the same thing I heard when that rabbit lady attacked me, so. Moon looks where I was pointing, taking a few steps towards it.
Did it look like she was trying to get in?
I don't know. She was just there. And right before you showed up, she just, vanished. I can hear Moon's internal fans being loud.
Hopefully, that means she can't get in here.
Yeah, that would be nice.
The fact that she knows you're here isn't good, though.
You don't say. I take another long drink of the soda, using my other hand to point at my flashlight towards the gestures. Shall we now? Moon tilts his head at me.
Shouldn't you give it a minute?
Why?
I don't think trying to work with this level of stress is a good thing.
I'll be fine. I managed 12 hours, like 10 minutes of sleep. I've lived.
I can't say I'm surprised. Don't tell anyone I said this, but the people.
What the hell? Look, just let me deal with just one generator. And after that, sure, then maybe I will take it easy for a little. Moon raises his eyebrows, clearly not interested in believing me. Promise. I beg Gurlagri gave in for now. Moon sighs before nodding his head at the gestures, motioning me to follow him as he leads me to the next generator. I set the soda can on the ground by the gestures before I follow Moon in. He plops down next to the generator, looking over at me.
Go on.
I nod, putting my flashlight down, and I can test the generator. The engine's LEDs turning green, and the machine's roaring to life. Good, no problems. I do this when hand holding the switch shaking a bit, more than normal.
Something wrong.
What?
You're just staring at it.
Oh. I switched the generator back off and quickly put my flashlight, making my way back to the structure. Before picking up the soda can I left on the ground, I wait for a moment for Moon to follow, lightly tapping my phone on the ground. Moon stands back up, a belt so slouching it gives me a concerned look.
Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah. Why? What? Moon points at my hand, holding the flashlight. I didn't realize it, but I'm gripping the thing like way tighter than I thought. I loosen my hold on it as I start walking back to the desk.
See why I told you to take a break now?
I roll my eyes. Yeah. Anyways. Moon stays silent, leaning back against the desk, as I put down the soda and to turn the lights back on. I mark my project. I turn off my flashlight, and watching Sons at my desk, lightly kicking his leg back and forth.
So, break time?
I sigh. I can't. I have to finish this.
Hey, you said you'd take a break after that one.
Sorry, I can't help myself with dragging this out.
Come on, please.
I make my way to the cables on the floor, being extra careful as I go sit down, since my hands are still shaking. A lot. Oh! Good heavens me. So this might be a little while. The fuck?
You're shaking. It's not safe to do that now.
Calm down. Bro. Sons. I know Son's rays of shrinking a little bit, and he's avoiding eye contact. Son, what do you do?
Okay, maybe I put some such in the drink. I thought it would help.
He says it so fast that his words start blending together that I can't still understand him. Seriously.
I'm sorry.
Sen lets go of my wrist, staring at the ground like a kicked puppy. I try to grab back the cables, only to Son drag me over to the desk again. Son, really?
I know I messed up, but messing with cables and machines with shaky hands isn't safe.
I'll be fine. It's not a big deal. I'll be fine.
No, you might get electrocuted.
It's not that dangerous. Son doesn't say anything for a minute before silently picking me up. What?
1 second.
I notice a cable lowering. Good lord, not again. Son, no.
I'll be careful this time.
The cable lifts us off the ground, much more slowly this time. He isn't messing around this time. Since he's not rushing, the ride is nearly as reckless. As we only in the air for a few moments, Son stops, steps into a small balcony, and lets into his room. Okay, why are we here?
Just a precaution, that's all.
Sure. Taking a good look at the room behind us, it feels oddly lonely compared to the daycare. There's a small staircase leading into the space which is only faintly illuminated by a bright sun's lights behind us. There's some blurry rays hung around the walls, but several walls are broken or dim. The floor is wooden, and it looks like it has not been swept in ages. Of Vess's room, random objects swan on the floor, plushies, stools, and forms of foam shirt shapes, other things. In the counter next to the spawn chair is a broken staff butt body, mangled. Its head is ripped off. I hear Son give a nervous chuckle, clearly noticing me staring at his, well, less colorful living space.
Welcome to my room.
For someone so happy, it feels sad. I don't. I don't mean it as an insult or anything. I just a vibe I'm getting.
No, I get that. Normally we don't get visitors, and we're so busy that we never really considered it.
Huh.
Well,
Son goes and plops down into a single beanbag chair in the corner of the room.
whatever you want to do up here, feel free.
Okay. I look around a bit, seeing if anything looks particular catches my eye. One counter is covered in vicious drawings, like some kids, Sun and Moon, look after on a daily basis. There's also a few messy rag dolls and other things to look at them, placed by a nearly small table. In the other corner, what appears to be a hole in the wall that leads to another room. My eyes land on Sun again. A damaged Stopbot rests on his lap, and he tries to attach his head. He doesn't seem to notice me watching at all. Seeing how careful he is with being with it makes me wonder how that bot got up here in the first place. But maybe I should leave the question for later. The hole in the wall isn't just big enough for me to crawl through. Threat greets me on the other side. Lots of dust. The dreading from uncommon sneezing felt built. I can't breathe and I can't talk. Who is this? What's up on my TikTok now? Oh, that's amazing. Okay, anyways. Some grandma Freddy, what? Some grandma drawings on display on the wall. Boxes over the floors and Chloe wrecks and joins and drawings. There's also a random wooden board. This bare storage room or something? What catches my attention the most is the soul of the arcade machine in the far left corner. It's really dusty, and it looks like it has not been touched in decades. Above the screen reads title of the game. Balloon World. Balloon Boy! Despite being abandoned for a while, the screen still flashes between the leaderboard and Rita's screen. Insert coin and a piece of font. I don't have my wallet on me right now, otherwise I would give the game a try. Maybe I can return early before I have the time. For now, there's nothing else to blush here. However, as I make my way back through the hole, I notice the lights on Sun and Moon's room are out. Which is actually scratched at. They're gone.
It's burned out.
Oh. I jumped slightly, turned to see Moon right next to me, holding the cradle of lights as he goes to sit on a beanbag chair. Oh.
I can't say I'm surprised. Don't tell anyone I said this, but the people in charge of this place aren't known to splurge.
No. I'm not arguing with you.
I will give them some credit, though. If it weren't for them being so stingy, I might not even be here right now.
What?
Remember that bug we've been mentioning?
I know. Moon turns back to the chair a bit, facing the ceiling.
If you want, I can tell you some things.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't curious. It would definitely explain some things. Like how Moon's still got red eyes, and why the generators are in the play structures. I nod, dragging a small cushion a bit over where Moon is, as I sit down in it.
Where do I start?
The very first page of the book. Well, is that why? Is that is that bug the reason why they closed the daycare? I know this place was shut down for a while, but I didn't really know why at the time. As that a few months later, before I even started working here,
It was a safety precaution. They needed time to fix whatever was wrong with me. So for a while, no one but the staff was allowed in here.
So the bug mainly affected you?
Technically. However, I would be lying if I said Sun wasn't affected at all. While the staff was using the generators to deal with me, Sun was left on his own for a while.
Damn.
I won't go into detail, but I can't imagine what it felt like for him. Sun would go weeks without seeing anyone, while still having me to deal with.
He sighs, his arms spreading out into the floor. He stares at the ceiling. Damn.
I should have fought against the bug harder than I did.
You tried your best. That's what all that matters. I'm messing up my images. Well, that was certainly clear some things up. But still, doesn't it answer anything? I still have no clue what exactly bugged the moon. The what? I still have no idea what exactly the bug did to Moon. But from what I can tell, it sounds pretty bad. That how I feel about that and how the bug came out in the first place is still a mystery to me. Maybe there's another time to talk. That's kind of concerning.
That's definitely an understatement.
I'd probably lose my mind if I were associated for that long.
You can ask Sun about it if you want. How are you feeling, though?
What?
Is all the extra sugar starting to wear off?
I completely forgot about that. Even though that's why we're up in here in the first place. I stopped shaking, which is definitely a good sign. Yeah, I think so.
Alright then.
Moon gets up and walks to the balcony cable and lowers it to his level.
Ready to continue?
Yeah, 1 sec. Checking my phone over the time of any new notifications, I pushed myself off of the floor. One curtain on the curtain, whatever. However, I feel something struck my palm when I pulled my hand away. Peeling it off with my other hand, realizing it was a piece of paper, likely the tape on the wall. What catches my eye, though, is one other word written in bold letters. Missing. I didn't get a good look at the small poster before Moon's voice snapped out of it. Oh, wait. Yeah? I quickly covered up the poster with the curtain, and before speed walking to Moon. The lights in the daycare is shining back onto the balcony. Cause Moon to transport back into sun. Who waves at me? I pick up the piece of it. I'm going to stand next to him. Wasting no time, Sun picks me up and brings me back down to the desk. My mind wanders to the poster, and the only detail I got from it, the victim was a 7-year-old, just a kid.
So, what do you think?
Huh?
Of what Moon told you about the bug?
Oh. I think it must have been really hard on you too. Since Moon wasn't in control of himself, and he was basically isolated in here for what, weeks? Sun sighs as we walk to the desk, unhooking the cable from
I
his
don't really
back.
like thinking about it, but yeah. It does make me appreciate how things are now, though. It also makes me appreciate having Mooney around, too. Not having him around for that long was not fun.
Agreed. I shrugged. Hey, I I say you two at least learned something from it. It's not that completely cancels out, but you know. Sun nods, smiling brightly as usual. As I sigh, glancing at the remaining tables, I take my phone out of my pocket, quickly look at the time, 5 a.m. Well, I'm officially pulling an all-nighter. Nothing I'm not familiar with. Okay, so one. Okay, that was really fast. Two. Okay, wait. Three. Four. Uh, fuck. 5. 6. Wait, oh. I stay seated on the floor for a minute, stretching my arms above my head as I lay down on the cold hard. Sleeping in that chair definitely did not do my back in favors. I closed my eyes for a minute to block out the flaring light and peering into my eyes. Oh god, I got flashbang. Not that it really helps, but the strange orange and yellow effect. I stay like that for a minute until something blacks out the light. Opening them, I see Sun standing over me, hands on his
Are
knees.
you okay?
I toss an arm over my eyes. Yeah, all good.
Need a hand?
I hear his footsteps as he moves towards me. A good enough sign to peek out from under my arm as many. Sun gives me an outreach hand. I'll take a stand. Breathing out, I set my arm beside me and use the other one to grab his. He smiles brightly as he pulls up and as he pulled and put another hand on my shoulder for balance. Thanks.
No problem.
Sun gives me a pat on the shoulder before going back to the desk. I'm about to follow him, but I stop and notice something. A few handprints on his back, along with bits I'm assuming were paint and marker. Sun,
Yes.
is that paint on your back?
Oh, that's nothing. You know how kids are.
Creepy. He laughs freshly, waving his hand. Well, yeah, I figured. Does the maintenance staff help you with that at least? All he does was fidget with his hands, eyes towards the computer. Well, my answer to that. I'm not gonna ask. I can't think of something helpful to say. As the staff are already can't be unbothered by keeping tabs on them. And who am I trying to judge that? All I can do is leave it alone, I guess. So, so you're sure it's fine? Bill, what? Excuse me, Jit. Sun nods. The bells on his wrist are emanating soft chime as he gave me a double thumbs up. You think whoever's that parts and services would give on top of things?
Well, I'm sure they're busy. There's no need to bother them.
Okay. Every part of Sun's body is giving up a different signal. His hands wave everything off. He raised and shrink back and smiles where he wears, of course. Something wrong?
No,
I blink. Sun clearly knows I'm not convinced.
just they're busy enough as is. Wouldn't want them worrying about us.
Is it about the bug? Sun staring at the floor, one hand fidgeting with the ribbons on the around his wrist. He nods. Well, do you want to talk about it? If not, it's...
No. Mooney already let you in on it. It's only fair that I tell you some things too, right?
If you insist.
Well, while the daycare was closed, we weren't really seeing anyone. And of course, the staff didn't stick around long when they had to come in here. They mainly stopped by to install the generators and make sure they were working. To keep Moon away. And I heard some of them talking once. One of them asked if they really needed to keep both of us around after.
Yeah. Oh. So that's why he doesn't like parts of services. You still worry about they're gonna go get rid of Moon.
Everything's fine now. I know that. I still can't help but worry, though. I don't know if I can handle being completely alone here.
Moon did miss his son being isolated for a little while, but the staff did all of that just to keep Moon at bay. Huh. Well, you clearly didn't like the idea of being separated like that. Sun nods. But hey, imagine instead of Moon, they just had. Wait. But hey, just imagine Moon. Just imagine. Moon just has his own body.
What?
You know, you both get your own bodies, and you don't have to do the whole thing switching when the lights are off and on, you know? I shrug. Moon's sun seems to be a sloth.
If that happened.
I can hear the gears turning, literally.
Oh my gosh, I can finally hug him!
I jump. Not expecting for Sun to shout like that. Well, someone had priorities set. And yeah, there's food for that.
We can't eat, though.
Really?
Yes? Wait, why would we?
Just I heard stories about one of our grandmas eating trash, and I thought maybe
What?
nothing. To be fair, that would explain why their mouth wasn't always open. Maybe I should try stealing this conversation back on track. So, how do you feel about things are now? I fidget with the scroll button on the computer mouse. Glancing at the time, it's already halfway through the hour. Didn't think my ship would include so much talking. Well, at least it makes this job more entertaining than shorting cables of silence.
I can definitely say I like how things are. It feels nice knowing everything is mostly back to normal.
That's good, at least. Sun suddenly grabbed my shoulders and forcing me to face
Keep
the
going, then. I don't want to keep you from your responsibilities for too long.
Fair enough. I look back at the time and sigh as Sun sits back at the desk. Fuck's sakes! I would have sold a whole bottle of mission pills if I knew I'd be up this late. Sun seems to double take and pointed at me like he wants to say something before backing off. What?
Language!
Oh. I raised an eyebrow. Cracking a slight smile and said, Son, I'm an adult. And there's no one's around.
I know. Just force of habit.
I snicker at that. Even when he's not working, he's still fluttered. Ooh. Son, say a cuss word. Right now. He looks at me like I just told him to kill him.
What?
You heard me. Say the fuck word.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. There's no one around but me. I slightly elbow his torso. I want to tell.
No!
Oh, come on. Say hell at least. What? Are you gonna say HE double hockey sticks?
No!
Come on, say it! Sun lightly pushes me forward to the computer.
How about we talk about this later? Good. Please let's drop this topic and eventually forget you asked me such a question and we never speak of it again. Good.
I finally decided to drop the joke, prying one of his hands off my shoulder. Alright, you can chill out now. I didn't expect you to do it anyway.
What? Then why did you ask me to do that in the first place?
I shrugged. Thought it funny. Sun silently puts his hands on either side of my head before making me turn to face him. I roll my eyes, cracking a smile at his instincts. Alright, see you in a bit. As the usual lights out, moon's out, sitting cross-legged on the desk. So, what about the filter?
Yes, I can say fuck. What about it?
He. I blinked, not expecting that. Or at least, I'm not expecting him to do it soon. Nothing. I step away from the desk, feeling a headache coming on when I start working towards play structures. Thankfully, it's normal. I only slept for 10 minutes headache. It's not the weird Rabbit's lady's trying to kill me, I beg. I never think I'd be that happy for my headaches to be from like sleep as in any night. Should I get any weirder? Moon hops up to the tops up the desk and catches up with me. Honestly, I don't think I deserve the. I don't think honestly. I think I deserve the workers' comp for this. Because honestly, I'm definitely not gonna get any paid enough to barely survive nearly being murdered by a woman in a white onesie.
Don't joke like that.
Shh, I'm copying. Moving on.
That aside, you'd be lucky if they even believed you.
Moon takes a gesture, making me follow him. I tag along as he guides me towards the fourth
Not that
generator.
it's your fault. There isn't no way you would go. Again, don't tell anyone I said that. I'm not trying to get scrapped anytime soon.
Yeah, good plan. I faintly see a red light on the next generator behind the flame of the center structure. Just one more after this, I'm home free. One more, and I get to leave. I'm not leaving till I'm knowing when or if I will see Bisu again. Might as well get questions out of them anyway. Hey, random question. If you don't mind asking me about it, the bug again, well, any idea where it came in the first place? Bugs just don't spawn out of nowhere, unless someone messed with your programming or something. Moon doesn't say anything for a bit, as he guides me through the structure.
I can't say for sure, but it was definitely some kind of tampering.
You think that's mostly just or just some oversight?
Well, it seemed very intentional, so I doubt it was just a mistake in my code. But at least we shouldn't have to worry about it anymore.
We shouldn't? That's good. My mind wanders back to the poster I saw in his room, hoping that's just overthinking, and the poster just being there. Just unfortunate coincidence. However, my thoughts caught up with Moon suddenly turns to sit right next to the
Your
generator.
turn.
I nod, shifting over, flipping the watch switch, listening however the monitors and the messages from the ugh, the LED light flicks to green. Excuse me. 4 down, 1 to go. I turn off the generator as Moon makes his head back out. It's still on the phone. Moon stands up straight, letting out sounds like sighs as he stretches his arm above his head. For a moment, I wonder how tall he is and Sun actually are. Just he goes back to his slouched stance. He noticed me looking, and he twists his
What?
head. Why did they make you build like a beanhole? Hole.
What?
Like we were like what, 8 feet tall? I tried gesturing my head. Moon pushes his back.
None, actually.
Damn. Why? Moon shrugs.
I don't make the design choices. My best guess is the extra height helps with keeping an eye on the kids.
Fair point.
Would you believe me if I said the adults are more freaked out by it than anyone else?
Nah, I believe it. A lot of kids like climbing on things, and you kind of look like a blue-white Christmas tree if I squint. It kind of does. Proves my point. I split dramatically degree, putting my hands on my hips for an
Stop doing
effect.
that.
No. Moon sighs, putting his hands on my face and lightly shoving me away. Ow. As he makes his way back to the desk. Of course, I follow him back, stopping at the
Last
computer.
one.
I know. Last one. Feels kind of weird, knowing it's almost over. Earlier, it feels like I'm making no progress, and now I'm ready to leave for the night. Glancing at the clock, it's at 6 a.m. I guess Moon caught me staring at the computer. Okay. Huh.
You think we'll see each other again after this?
I don't have an answer for that. I'm not the one in charge, so I don't really have control where I look here. All I can really do is shrug and be honest with him. I have to be honest. To be honest, I don't know. I have no choices in the matter.
You'd be surprised.
Doubt it. I was about to switch the lights back on when Moon alarm goes off. He snaps into his face massive doors. Next to the desk, the
Give
cable
me some
stops.
time to deal with this. If I'm not back in a few minutes, fix the next generator and get out.
I don't get a chance to respond. Moon leaves in a hurry, covering in berries and disappearing from the light. Time to play the waiting game, I guess. I wonder got him alerted anyway. Can't be that kid again, right? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I know it next to something nothing else was. It could be asking Vanessa about. I didn't hear Vanessa in like 5 hours. About 10 minutes ago, I scrolled pot on my phone, trying to kill time and wait for Moon to return. I'm not sure to count on a few minutes, but it's starting to feel like too much time. It's it's is it smart leaving the place alone when Moon's alerted? I don't know. He did say get out, and if he didn't come back soon though. So you know what? The longer I'm here by myself, the more I'm sitting on the duck I am. Chances are I can mad dash out and tell Moon some other time that I'm just safe as sticking around. Ah, I make sure I set a command to turn on the lights on before gesturing, glaring at my stuff and leaving it on the desk for me when I'm done. I make a quick drop in the next few cables. Jesus Christ! Okay, this might take me a little bit. Wait, first one was kind of easy. Okay. Swear to God, if someone comes out and like kind of kill me, I'm gonna cry. I hop into my feet before speed walking to the desk, turn on the lights and lamp last time. Keeping a tight grip on my flashlight, I speed walk to find the generator. I can narrow it down where it could be. After having helped the Moon finding all four of them separate times, and a bit of progress, I feel a few volunteers here and there, but I was able to find on my own. Flipping the switch, a wave of relief washes over me. LED light flashes to green, and the power generator with any problems. Which the last test done, I flip on the switch back up, placing no time to go back to the desk. I press the button on the wall, the hand bag in hand, and walk out constantly, checking my surroundings for anything that looks suspicious. Only the staff door enters my view, and walking my pace quickens to a jog. I use my temporary ID to get in. Finally, ending my night here and free to go home. Another Another what? After another staff only door, I met a cool night air and I stepped into a massive parking lot. Surprisingly placed cars forced his face to look for a little less burden and a few lamps illuminate the lemon car. Another headache wars an ugly head, but a considerable effect on only my 10 minutes of sleep. Key in hand, I slow my pace, nearing the driver door. My head feels light when I press the button on my key to unlock the door. I grab the handle, notice something in my deflection with the driver's window. Red eyes. No! Spinning around. Okay, we gotta save this shit. Okay, sorry. Bad what? Vision. The vision goes black, red and white. She violently grabs my neck, pinning me against the car. I'm unable to move. I try to claw at her, hands, as she skids disturbingly in my face, her eyes quickly brightly. It's only then she speaks.
Are you having fun yet?
No, no. No. I'm not having fun. That was the end of the game? Okay, so that was after hours. This video is gonna be probably like 2 or 3 hours. I don't know. Because this game was kind of long and I was sitting here to like 5. Yeah, it's gonna be like 2 hours or 3 hours. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. And surprisingly, I didn't end it yet, so I was kind of mad how the end game end. But I heard there's more endings, so I'm not sure. I don't feel like playing around and like try to find them. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.